I can't imagine Sand King super happy with a Lone Druid lane just by itself, Lone Druid. But then also he can get roared out of his own Sandstorm.
And there's a Lich. This Lich Lone Druid lane goes back to those old secret lineups. It's an incredibly strong lane. So much early harass and already collapse. You're not going to touch a creep here. You might have to TV back out to lane after you die if they're not careful.
Yeah, Mira doing a really good job of getting the body block. The Liquid's like, okay, we'll just hit the Mirana instead. It's not like we need a kill right now. We're just going to keep you guys entirely out of the lane if possible. Creep Equilibrium may end up going forward, though.
Matumba will sacrifice that first wave to get the good trade here. This will pay off over the long run of the lane, especially in the regen trade. But like you said, Equilibrium, he's going to have to try and get it back, and you know, it is a trade-off. You do miss some early CS here in a period where Sand King is potentially weaker.
Yeah, they're going to get the Burrow Strike stun off onto the Lich, and this could be our first blood. This is going to be really important. The Fairy Fire goes out, but the one last hit from Collapse is in. He does manage to get the root to kill Mira, perhaps. He's level 2, but I think Mira just accepted his death. He could have leveled up his leap, and blast goes off early enough that the range creep doesn't get one shot, and he denies the range creep.
I mean, this guy's a monster.
That's smart. That's smart right there. Matumba, man. Oh, dear. This was supposed to be a lane that was supposed to go Liquid's way, but they actually get the Lone Druid kill, and now they're going to get a ton of damage. They're going to get a double kill here as Insania cuts his way through the trees, but an arrow finds its mark. Mira with the double. Ooh, man. They may be laughing, but I'm sure Team Spirit are in higher spirits as they are certainly taking this laning phase by storm.
They came to play today. Tell you that much. There's a lot of little things going their way on these lanes. The early body blocks, abusing some of the equilibrium advantage. Toronto Tokyo just playing these early waves to perfection here. Already up to that double bracer, so he gets the extra regen to be able to stay on this lane.
Yeah.
Team Spirit's definitely going to be happy about this one.
Oh, he doesn't have a bear for 40 seconds, so he must have resummoned, then died. And now he's going to have to play the lane without the bear.
And this is not ideal for the Lich either. This Lich hero is really a hero that wants that early part of the lane to go his way. He wants to be able to abuse the high damage level nukes, give his carry a good head start, because he can get underleveled pretty fast, and he's kind of good on the map.
They've got the X into arrow combination. Mickey's gonna die again in Toronto, Tokyo, and the rest of Team Spirit just sprinting ahead of Liquid, it feels like now.
That's also a benefit of that top lane going better. Mira feels confident enough he can leave that Sand King for a little and get the mid rotation.
Right.
This is exactly what you want to have happen with this Kunkka Mirana lineup, because now Kunkka's going to get his level 6 pretty fast. And Collapse, he's fighting 1v2.
Yeah, they're going to throw out a sentry. Mira's already back in town, so Matumba Man's going to have to back away. He's got to respect this Starstorm. The arrow comes out, but it doesn't quite land. And Mira, if he's not careful, he may not even need... Okay, he does get the root. Of course he does. Matumba Man... He,
stepped up too far, though.
What? Did he just get straight up level 3 Burrow Strike? He did not expect that bit.
He did not, and Collapse knows it. Cheeky little play. This is not often you see 3-1-1 on a Sand King in a kind of a skirmish lane like this, but they are making it pay off. And probably more common with the Mirana dual lane, since you can play for the kills, and they were getting the kills early.
And again, the fact that he can't stay in Sandstorm against the fear of the bear. So
yeah,
a lot of reasons to go with different builds. And
but this lane, I mean, this laning stage is a disaster for Liquid. Like, just look at, I mean, I hesitate to go to net worth this early in the laning stage, but this Coddle net worth got obliterated on mid, and you do not see it this often that the mid is doubling up a Coddle.
No. By the way, Epicenter's up, so that is going to be Matumba Man's third death. Oh, goodness. All right, time to take a moment and reset for Matumba Man, because he's got to be
not getting pressured. He doesn't have to buy as much regen. This hero getting to faster boots, faster arcanes is a huge deal for him.
Yeah, which is very smart. Zai recognizes that possibility. He actually body blocks the easy camp instead of playing inside of the lane, as otherwise the creep equilibrium is heading his way, so there's no rush to be jumping on these creeps.
I'm sure Boxy doesn't really want to be mid at this point in the game, because Coddle, he's not really a play creator for your supports. And
nope, they're going to catch him again.
Is,
Tumbler's toy, the little push forward, gets the X, the torrent, and the arrow does land. Mira commits.
So much burst.
And so much burst. Just gets 100 to 0'd off of a simple X marks the spot. The supports from Liquid, there's no save there. They can't do anything. Even as they show up, they just watch their Coddle die.
And that's the downside of the Lich pick. I knew they were debating it when they were considering this Lich Lone Druid lane, but the there's a couple things that going against him with this pick in terms of the Frost Shield impact, and it's so much magic damage, the Shadow Demon Purge later.
Yeah, that's true.
Sustained long fight with the Boat Rum. So it's not going to be some insta get out of jail free card this game. And we're seeing this Kunkka just, he's getting out of control. We saw the Tumbler toy abuse there too.
Yeah, that was nice.
And he's going to send it over to Collapse because, you know, Collapse, he gets what he wants. But this is an interesting matchup that they definitely had a lot of confidence going into this Kunkka Coddle and abusing it to the maximum.
Bottom lane, they are going to find at least Miposhka. Disruption only really buys him a moment of time. It does mean Boxy has to dive in pretty deep and instantly dies.
He's got boat here.
And he does have the boat. Does he have any backup, though? That damage by itself is going to bring the Dragonite low, and he's going to go for one last cleave. Doesn't even need it, actually. Miposhka, with the extra damage he was able to put in, it's enough. Another round. Oh, what a sneaky play from Collapse. And he offers the high five to Collapse. He's got to be feeling so good facing up against a lone druid, probably one of the most annoying heroes to match up against for an offlaner, and absolutely dumbstring Matumba Man lone druid and all that.
Yeah, the lone druid.
Yeah.
But I guess he is the Sand King here, taking him to town. He's got like a 3.5 almost level advantage.
Look what's happening in the Tricam too. Toronto Tokyo, he's taking all of their stacks. He's not leaving anything to Liquid. He took the hard cam stack earlier. Now he's taking the ancient stack. Look at that. 8 stacks, but like 6 of them have probably gone to Team Spirit.
This is just one of the largest economic damage games I've seen in a while. It doesn't look that bad, but again, this is a Coddle type lineup where you want to be the ones pulling ahead, playing that Alchemist style Dota. And Toronto Tokyo just taking them to town here. He invaded the upper jungle earlier, invaded the Ancients. Now he's ganking a side lane off with the arrow combo.
Yeah, that tanky Dragonite. Not so tanky up against the Soul Catcher plus the arrow combination. He still survives through the initial nukes, but will not survive the outset. They did manage to get the pick off on Collapse at the same time. It was a heavy rotation of both supports to be able to get that kill. So both teams mirroring each other in that regard, bringing down the opposing offlaner. But Toronto Tokyo's just living in this triangle.
Why not? Who is going to kill him at this point in the game?
Yeah, he's got 2,000 health combined with the boat buff.
Looking for Yatoro top.
Oh yeah, he's going to come back with his Mask of Madness to farm this hard camp. Oh, good scan time. I don't know who called that one out, whether it was Yatoro himself or somebody else gave him the heads up, but...
That was definitely Yatoro's. Man has the 6th game sense.
Ooh, tried to hit the bushwhack. Oh, Collapse instantly responds with a 2-man burrow, and both of these supports are going to die for this one, unless the Hoodwink can somehow get out. Lich is obviously dead, but with that ultimate bouncing him over that little cliff area, nah, Collapse, even blind, he is right on point. Okay, maybe I spoke a little too soon. He goes the wrong direction. He gets it. He actually manages to aggro with the Acorn shot, and the Ancients take him out instead of Collapse. Well played.
Collapse working blinded himself. Just 2 next level, and they read that Liquid play like a book. Get the scan, Yatoro backs off. Collapse goes mid for the counter initiation. Now they can make an aggressive play of their own.
Look how fast they're moving. The Lich just TP bottom to make a move onto the Shadow Demon, but they may get this kill, but there's going to be a full response. Oh, disruption timing right before the Chain Frost hits him. He's still alive, and now reinforcements are on their way for Team Spirit. This could be a disaster for Liquid, but they do have Mickey with the Coddle showing up, helps out, gets some damage in, but Collapse shows up just in time, catching Mickey. They only need a bit more damage, and Mira should be able to deliver with the Star Storm, finish them up. Miposhka finally dies.
But he got 5
for
stacks.
What? Liquid, he's got 5 stacks on Zai, 3 heroes surrounding him. A long-range shot from the Hoodwink almost caught Toronto Tokyo. But, I mean, Coddle is just supposed to get so much out of the neutrals, and you see Toronto Tokyo is actually keeping pace with that stat breakdown we just had. And the funny thing is, they're just going for kills. We haven't actually seen the pressure on towers just yet, but it's going to be coming soon as they're going to start making their look towards this mid lane tower. Liquid is here to respond, but they don't have a save to be able to bail out this Dragonite, so they can't really do anything. It's a free pickoff, and the rest of the team just kind of watches idly by.
And that is kind of the name of the game at this point. This Collapse Sand King is going to run around with his support. Anything he stuns or anything Toronto X's, there's going to be follow-up, and there's no counter initiation or saves on Liquid's side. That's why their map is just gonna collapse real fast here.
Hey. Fortunately, a decent read by Liquid. Still going to get Boxy caught here. He actually did activate his ultimate beforehand, so he'll be able to get a short hopper. But unfortunately, Scurry is not up. So he gets into the trees. He's going to go for TP out now, but the disruption, they have the vision. Constant shadow poisons. He is very dead. It feels like this is, at this point, now you're just so far, as they seem to be giving Liquid absolutely no quarter.
And Liquid says they've had enough. It's time to take the fight.
Yeah, they're going to try, but Toronto and Tokyo's one step ahead of them. Already initiating with this BKB. They're going to throw out the Eclipse. Zai's take a lot of magic damage. They're going to try and focus down the Shadow Demon. Finally, they get the kill, and the blast coming through from the Caudal also helps keep some of these heroes healthy. Yutaro being chased down. They do manage to get the smallest mini stun. Doesn't actually hit the arrow, though. Chain Frost comes out. That's okay, but Yutaro has his BKB and Collapse here to be able to follow up with Yutaro. They're going to start laying into Matamba Man, who's pretty tanky. The epicenter with the damage coming in for the Glaives is just enough AoE. Collapse does fall in return, but Liquid, they see an opportunity still, maybe to be able to catch Yutaro.
Got the X
quite
on
get
the
him with
Caudal.
the bushwhack. They're going to go for this one. Zai trying to interrupt, but he can't stop the full combination of the Kunkka, and now he's low enough that Team Spirit, they're just going to keep this dive up. Zai, he's going to fall as well. At first it was 2, then they get another 2 pickoffs. Team Liquid, what, they got a Shadow Demon at the start? They ended up killing Collapse's Sand King? Certainly not the team fight that they were hoping for.
That's just such a hard fight there. They had the numbers advantage. That was the best thing going for them. But these early BKBs, especially in this meta, are just so powerful. Negating so much damage and their ability to focus down any big core. Sure, you focus down this Sand King, but he got all his spells off and took a long time with the early plate mail double bracer.
Look at the way that Toronto Toki literally just sprinting into the enemy as quick as possible.
I mean, that was not the target Insania wanted to just face rush into right there. There's ways this fight maybe could have gone Liquid's way, being able to kite it out with that Caudal.
Back into the game, Disruption spares Yutaro. He instantly pops the BKB for fear of Dragon Tail and the Sharpshooter that came out. They've taken the outpost, so Team Spirit, they do kind of own this high ground. Oh no!
All right.
That damn Ogre Bruiser.
It's fine.
All right. That's why Valve puts those things in, because you know somewhere they're watching, they're having a good old laugh with themselves. We got them, boys.
Yeah, the players are annoyed, but Valve's happy, so that's the important part. Scan. Successful here, so Boxy knows to be careful. They're going to play on this high ground. Spirit instantly collapses, smoke breaks, and he just jumps in, immediately gets the stun out. Insania casts what spells he can. Disruption save. Boxy's going to land the sharpshooter shot, but looks like with the boat buff, Collapse is going to be staying pretty healthy here. And Zai actually slowed down by the purge, so he knows he can't escape. He turns and fights, does what damage he can, but...
They got an X on the bear, too.
Oh. And the arrow off of the bear, too. Oh, okay, it does sidestep, but they have the burrow to be able to kill it. Just add a fourth creep hero to the mix here, another 300 gold. Dude, Team Spirit, it feels like they are showing Team Liquid, like, yeah, congrats, you got a 2-0 against us, but just a reminder whose name is on the Aegis right here. Just a reminder of how good we can play.
Yeah, check your fountain.
Yeah.
Click that thing next to your secret fountain.
See that name right there? 28-7. Yutaro.
Feels like a classic game for them.
Yeah.
Off the back of this collapsed Sand King, highest net worth out of that laning phase. Between him and Toronto Tokyo invading Liquid side of the map early, just shut down that comeback potential, and that is exactly what you want to do. I think there's too many teams you get this early edge and you sit back and play for your timings, but that's just so much map you're giving a team that shouldn't have it, right?
Yeah.
And they did an amazing job of abusing it, playing with the right people in the right areas to maximize their own efficiency.
Oh dear, they're gonna run into Toronto Tokyo, who's in Viz too. Oh no.
Who's he gonna choose?
He's watching them. They drop the sentry, they get their Dragon Tail, they're gonna throw all their spells at him, but no, it's not enough. They actually somehow cut down the tree, gets off the BKB, and turns. Zai's gonna be the first one dead. They're gonna hunt for more, of course. Insania gets the whip. Slowed down in the trees. Oh, the Torrent spots out Mickey too. He gets popped up in the air. Collapse delivers the finishing blows that are needed. Or maybe not. Karatu Tokyo gets it with the cleave. Either way, the two cores die, and Team Spirit continue this tyrant's control over the map, not letting Liquid slip out of their grasp ever.
They don't want to give a single wave on this map to Liquid. Every time there's a fighter kill somewhere, they're drawing on the other side of the map, already setting up. Collapse, TPing top here, shoving that wave in. We'll meet Matumba somewhere. This early AC on Toronto Tokyo 2. It's just such a powerful item this patch when you're versus a lineup like Liquid's who, I mean, what's their comeback potential? Some 5-on-5, they can get a numbers advantage at the start in, right? Some 5-on-3, 5-on-2.
Yeah.
He just runs in there 1v5.
Yeah, he does.
Who's going to kill him in time? Liquid's lineup is mostly physical outside of the Coddle, but the Coddle had such a rough early game. Mika even has to go BKB second item here. So this is not some crazy E-Blade Dagon 5 that you would prefer to go in a snowball game.
Zai on the run finds a godsend. It's a haste rune that'll get him out of there. Otherwise, Collapse probably would have caught him. Daedalus complete for the Luna.
Honestly, I'm really impressed.
I just watched the minimap and Zai was just spinning in circles. Yeah, look at him. He's just spinning in circles right now. He's like, I don't know what to do. Waiting for creep waves to show up. He's going to cut one. Maposhka's going to respond, but...
He might get the disruption.
Oh, he got the poison on him. He gets another one. He gets a disruption. The rest of his team can follow up. Ooh, could quite get it off there. Oh, he spots him again.
I mean, he wants to hold the disruption so he can't TP, but Zai might get the blink.
Doesn't quite get it off. Another layer. Arrow spots him, gets the urn. He gets a blink before the damage tick, but it doesn't matter at this point. He's been hit by the purge, and now he's going to be slowly whittled to death by just the two supports. Team Spirit aren't TPing anybody else. They say, you boys got it, and sure enough, they do.
No, not even the Ancient deny.
Oh, they're going to try and get Collapse here. Team Liquid, desperate at this point just to get a one kill for their own pride. Very little chance of turning this game around, but...
Who's getting who here, though? That's another question.
Oh, he's going to bounce back. Boxy felt that one because of the shard. He got hit by the damage, but again, they still didn't find the Sand King.
Tumba did go this Desolator build. This is probably your best time to somehow crawl back into this game with the physical damage that's just coming out from this bear.
The whole time, watching, waiting. Now they're going to jump with their two cores, almost instantly blowing up the Coddle. He gets off the BKB, though, and is going to start backing himself away. Yotaro, he comes in through the side, but he doesn't want to overextend himself. Even though he had BKB, he probably could have committed more there, but chilled.
And Collapse just instantly bought him. Again, giving no breathing room here, no way to come back in this game.
Keeps on beating this Coddle everywhere he goes, and he's already missing some HP, so this Epicenter is going to be good enough for the kill, and he got the Caustic Finale pop, so Zai, he takes a hefty amount of damage. The arrow, it's going to give a little bit of vision. They spot Zai. Unbelievable. Absolutely ruthless. Team Spirit.